Hello comic fans, here's Earl Grey with the 9 hardcover box set of Bone by Jeff Smith. It's the German color edition by Popcom, respectively Tokyo Pop. A sturdy box, very good production values all around for less than 100 euros. An offer I was just too weak to deny. Talking about Bone feels a bit like bringing sand to the beach. A lot of cartoonists and comic readers refer to Bone as a major inspiration or one of their favorite comics. And as much Bone inspired many people, it was inspired by lots of influences for sure. It's a melting pot of different sources, as we will see. The general setting in the valley, the whole fantasy plot with the good and evil side, mysterious powers and lots of magic, it definitely owes a lot to Lord of the Rings. Then we have the main characters, the bone-like dudes. Phone Bone, who is the nice and clever one, Smiley Bone, who is the friendly and good-hearted fool, and Phony Bone, the once richest citizen of Boneville. And yeah, you can think of Mickey, Goofy, and of course Scrooge McDuck. And you can think of the Smurfs, to quote another example, or give you another example. And you will find a lot of other relations to popular properties, even to Star Wars. The main evil person in the story looks and talks a lot like it is possessed by the dark side of the Force, which is actually very true. Jeff Smith had a career in animation, and a lot of his panels feel like they could have been used as cells for an animation movie. There's really a Disney-like slickness to them, which brings me back to the reason why I have not, until now, picked up Bone, even though it has been available for decades now. In the original black and white version, in color, in English or German, there have been plenty versions, even more so now on the secondary market. It's not a big deal to check out one trade paperback for a few euros. Yeah, my reasons to be hesitant for so long has a lot to do with the combination of Disney, animation, if you will, Lord of the Rings, and lots of magic. These are ingredients I'm not too crazy about. Whenever my family decides to watch one part of Lord of the Rings again, I rather sit in the garden and watch the sunset. Seriously. Creatures with furry feet are not my thing. But the rat monsters in Bone are absolutely my cup of tea. Even if they fight for the most part on the evil side in the valley, they are so charmingly dumb and therefore kind of relatable, so cross-grained cute, that they are my favorite characters in the whole story. And by the way, they like quiche, and so do I. Like almost every creature in the saga has his little quirks and original character moments, heartfelt and on-point dialogue. They all will get their tiny hooks into your heart and win you over eventually. Well, the majority of the readers will be and has been won over with the first couple of pages anyway. As to the colored edition, I have to chime in the praise for Steve Hamaker. Maybe he made a lot of hay with his coloring. Probably, I hope so. But he got a lot of praise for coloring Bone. And even though I like the underground appeal of the initial black and white comic, the colors elevate many pages to another level, I have to admit. Overall, a splendid edition that is out now for about a decade on the German market and still not sold out. A fact I'm thankful for, because I still had the opportunity to purchase a copy. On the other hand, it shows how difficult it is to sell even the best comics in fantastic editions over here. Thanks for listening and watching. Goodbye.